Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Mitch's Minute. I'm your host Mitch, and as you all know, obviously the format of the show, or if this is your first time popping in, how this works is it's just literally a podcast show where I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about for like 20, 30, 40 minutes. The last couple episodes have been about movies, and then like the last one we did was impromptu and we were talking about Pokemon. But the guests always change out, but most of the time they're just other attendants. I'd like to introduce Nate and Amanda to the show today. Not introduce, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no.
We're here
Hey.
too.
Hey, we
Besides-
back. You know those two fucking goofuses that were fucking here the last couple of times? Yeah, we back again.
Yeah, they back.
We don't always seem to be here. Like,
So this week I kind of want to talk about Final Fantasy 14.
Dude,
Okay.
same. You mean that thing we were literally all just playing, realized that it was almost time to fucking start the stream, and then go, ah, shit.
Yeah, okay. So, for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't know, I guess, back in the day, I used to play a shit ton of Final Fantasy 14. Like, it was like my go-to game. When I wasn't doing the show, or I wasn't doing any, like, going to work or whatever, I would come home, do raids, and that lasted for like a couple years. Then I kind of dropped off of it, and then I tried to get back into it last year. It didn't work, and now I'm getting back into it again. But this time it's with Tabby, Amanda, and Nate.
it's with friends.
Yeah, with friends.
Girlfriends and friend.
Exactly. So, we are currently so one of my mistakes I think I made last time was I was playing with like my level 60 character, and I'm straight back to level 1. Knock that shit back down. And now I'm now, so like this whole experience for me at least is very different because context. Final Fantasy 14 is an MMORPG that you can play on your PC or PS4. So
And it's cross-platform, which is great for me. 'Cause
exactly.
my PC is a burning hunk of fucking cow shit.
Like
I
it.
swear to Christ.
Well, so that's the thing. So like I actually looked it up. I spent 1,050 hours playing.
I thought you were gonna say dollars. I don't know why.
Oh my
I had a
god!
heart attack. I was like, how?
I've spent
How
that
did
much
you
money.
spend that?
No.
Well, granted, I don't want to know
God.
how much money I've given Blizzard, so you know.
No. Well, I've spent
That's in a couple of hundreds.
Oh my god! I spent like 55 days. I think that's the turnaround. Like I spent like 55 days in this game. But like I don't know. It's just I'm having a blast with it. It's definitely different. It's something that I'm really enjoying. This time around, instead of playing my fucking Catman, I'm playing a new human character, and I'm enjoying that. Humans a lot weirder than I thought. Like I thought like, oh yeah, human's the vanilla choice, but like nah, not in a game where you could be a cat person, an elf, or a giant juggernaut man.
Or a walking baby.
Or a walking baby.
God, the Lalafell. I'm so sorry if anyone actually fucking legitimately enjoys the Lalafell, and you're like, look how cute and cherubic they are. But I cannot take you seriously.
For what it's
I'm
worth.
so sorry. My fucking beginner newbie ass who literally started yesterday. I can't take you fucking seriously. I don't think I'll ever be able to take you fucking seriously. You're a walking baby.
For
And
what?
some of you dress that baby up like a slut. And I'm sorry. No slut shaming or anything, but that baby's walking around in bra and panties. That's a slutty baby. And I never thought I had to say that.
We normally just call them potato people.
Potato.
That's the slur. That would be the slur, I
They
think.
look. Yeah, potato people. I'm sorry. They look like fucking precious moments.
Oh my god.
And I can't get that out of my head. They look like edgy, precious moments.
Oh my god. You know what the saddest part about all of this is? You say all this like they look like edgy babies. You should see a tank Lalafell Because
Fuck.
a Lalafell in like Death God armor is like the funniest little thing.
Well, dude, because some of the cutscenes are like, oh, look at this Lalafell. He's very important and like incredibly smart, and he's like a very experienced and wise mage. And I'm sat there looking at him, going like, you won the spelling bee at school. I'm so impressed.
Oh my god,
so just smart boy.
Oh my god. Okay,
See,
so
Amanda, you were so grateful. Like Mitch's first, like, we were making joke characters at one point, and Mitch made an old look at Lalafell that looked done with everything, and he was gonna originally gonna go
Mitch.
with that.
I was if I was gonna play like a mage, that's what I would do. I'd just be an old man Lalafell. No, but that's the thing. I feel like people who play Lalafell.
It's so difficult to make Lalafell look aged, and I'm assuming that's just a part of the race. But it's like, no.
Okay.
I don't like looking like a baby all the time.
Okay. Before we get like the entire community of Lalafells to dislike this video, I would like to point out that most players that I've talked to who do play Lalafells, the main reason why they play Lalafells is because they make the equivalency. That's not the word I want to word it. That's not how I want to word it. They see the Lalafell race as like the chibi characters of FF14. Like,
yeah, no,
it's that Bravely Default FF3 like chibi style.
No, because like in MMOs that have like different races like this, there's always like the cute one. There's always a cute one, and that's the Lalafell in this case. Like, probably like
that's fine usually. Fucking,
it's usually okay. It's just like when the outfits look
they
like
have
that.
like a way of like, oh, this is like an older one. This is like, Nate, please, for the love of God, I just want to be able to tell the difference between them age-wise. That's all I want.
No, that's what I was saying.
Look like babies, and it. Okay.
Like their baby face with mustaches. It looks like they glue mustaches under their face.
Right? And okay, so like I said, I don't mean to be rude. I am very new. And if you're a Lalafell player and you legitimately love and enjoy your character, then I'm sorry. Go for it. It's your choice. It's whatever. But at the same time, you know, and I know that people on the internet are nasty. They're nasty with their Lalafells. And I don't like it. I don't like any of it.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's the trick, right? That's the trick of the trade, because before we even came into this call, you had told me that you had gone through the FF14 Tumblr.
Yeah, I had went through the FF14 Tumblr, and I seen some really gross, like, NC-17 of fucking, like, Lalafell. And, you know, if you like Lalafell because they're cute or because you think it's funny, like, ha, look, he's a tank even though he's, like, a baby, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not a Lalafell.
What I have an issue is
Mitch,
those people on Tumblr who are like, look at my thick Lalafell. And I'm like, it looks like a 5-year-old.
It's like Pokemon Rusty. It's like, look at this sexy baby. Fucking like the Clefairy.
Yeah, and I'm not into it. And you know what? I'm so sorry, guys.
Like, see, but, and also, it's like, you're surprised I'm not playing a Lalafell. It was like, do I be a chibi? It's like, do I look like a chibi bastard? Or furry-esque? Which one am I gonna choose?
Like,
I can't combine the two.
And so, of course, like, apparently most people on the server we fucking play on, me and Nate decided to be cat people.
Yeah.
We just a bunch of cats.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of cats.
There's a lot of cats. Like, I'll be walking around like one of like the main areas, and like you can like they're cheering. That's like what they're doing, but all you hear is like yeah, and it's like no.
Yeah.
So you guys weren't around when Heaven's Word came out. Like that was the expansion where they introduced a new race, which was the dragon people, the Aura. When that expansion came out, all the servers were filled with Aura, like every single person, because everyone wanted to see it, everyone wanted to try it, everyone wanted to be the new race. Like it was like a real like experience of like everyone being a fucking dragon person. And like what you guys are experiencing is like kind of like that. For some reason, everyone on the server is a cat person, like every single person. And like I've yet to see any of the big guys.
Majority of the, yeah, I've actually seen like a handful of them. But every time I log in, and I log in several times a day, fucking, I come in and it's like, oh, hey, look, 5 new players. What are they? Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. Different variations and colors and shades of kitty. And then maybe every once in a while, it's like, oh, look, that one's an elf. Oh, look, a Lalafell. I've seen one new player who is one of the big guys. One. And that was it. But it was mostly like different shades of like female girl kitties just running around. And I'm like, all right.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
I just find it so funny. It's like in Final Fantasy, you can be anything. So I decided to be an extremely short, fucking pastel goddamn cat person.
Yeah, okay, can we talk about how you all, for some reason, have chosen the smallest, like, size for your characters?
No, that's the thing. I didn't choose the smallest size. I made her my height.
Yeah, no, I made mine the shortest because I just thought it'd be funny, and it really is.
Oh my God.
No, mine's not even like, I didn't just like drop it down to like the smallest possible, dude. I swear to God. I was like, oh yeah, well, this is my height in inches. And this thing goes by inches. Alright, dope. I'll just make my height. And I'm like half your character size, Mitch.
Yeah, that's real. I'm just a tall human dude. I didn't think all of you would be so short.
Yeah.
For what it's worth. Also, I've decided that I'm going to have a cowboy hat for the entire game.
Yeah,
Yes.
he also decided that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
This is the first time hearing this. I'm down.
I desperately want to make my fucking character the edgiest white mage that ever lived.
So, okay. So just because I kind of feel like I need to like say it. I'm not sure if I've said it or not. So when I first started playing the game for the first 1,050 hours, I was Osmilstrom. I was a character who was like a machinist. I was mainly a raider. Like I spent that first 1,000 hours like just playing trials and trying to level up shit and being a DPS player and being a healer and all that stuff. Now I'm a tank, so that'll be fun.
You're a tank gathering berries because you're gonna help our stupid asses.
Right. And I'm also crafting and gathering now. Magic the Gathering, Magic the Crafting, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like I'll spend. It sucks. I was at work today, and all I could think to myself is like, man, this is kind of boring. I can't wait to go home and collect wool from sheep and then sew them.
My real life is so plain and boring.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go home and play Final Fantasy.
No,
I can gather shit.
No, because how I try to sell Final Fantasy to people is like fucking.
You can literally do everything.
Like,
well, not everything, but obviously, like, you can do a lot of shit. Like, I haven't even finished the main quest. I've just been doing a lot of side quests, like, for the first few hours I've played this game. But granted, it's like I've expressed to Mitch, it's like that's just a thing that's been like very much just pushed into me. Like when playing games, if there's side quests to do those first. Hey,
okay.
The higher level, the safer I feel personally.
No, okay. But here's the deal, right? So like, it's this weird feeling where like I feel like everything is new because I didn't gather, I didn't craft. I tried it when I was Oz, and it just it didn't suit me. But now I've made a character and starting from scratch, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go fucking get this. And now I have like I'm level 10, I think, in all the crafting classes, and then the idea is that I'm gonna try to bring them all together because I need one to have the other so that I don't spend too much money. And it is a blast. Like, I'm having a fucking blast. I'm enjoying myself. It is so relaxing and so like nice to just come home.
You said at one point.
Yeah, because I go and I mine the ore, then I finish the ore to like a nice color and shine, or like I'm trying to make jewelry right now so that I can sell it on the marketplace when I have access to the markets. Which, by the way, still don't have access to the markets because I'm waiting for my friends to get to the first dungeon, so we complete the first 3 dungeons, and I can get access to my fucking marketplace.
We're trying.
We're trying our best.
It's been 2 days. I know. I'm just giving you shit.
Oh no!
like goddamn! Like, how long do you want me to play this? I'm trying.
You're.
I'm trying your best. Like, no, it's like Mitch is just fucking. It's like no. Like, you're forcing us to do this. It's like,
man, I try harder.
Oh my god.
It sounds like a disappointed father. It's
So,
like, do better.
Well, I think the thing that I'm like the most like interested in is to see how the actual dungeon goes, because we can all be having fun right now, but like I want to know how the first dungeon's gonna go, because I think it's gonna go great. I think that because we're all in a party together and we can communicate, I could be like, all right, so like, you know, let's figure out what's going on, or, you know, like, I feel like because we're all like dungeoning together, that'll be a fun way to kind of, you know, see how it goes and all that. But yeah, I figured what we could do for Mitch's Minute, like, it's every now and then just give a quick update on like how Final Fantasy is going and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna start my own free company once we get the resources, because apparently all you need to do to get a free company is to get 4 players. So if I can just get 4 players like to sign on, then like well, myself and the other 3 players, then we can make our own little private free company and kind of go about it like that. But that being said, like, yeah, you know, I figured we could like come back and like talk about this. Like, I don't want this to be the whole Mitch's Minute. Like, I want to be able to be like, all right, so this is kind of like what's happening. We're all really getting into FF14. You know, this is
which I'm happy about, because I always wanted to get into a Final Fantasy game. Just had no idea where to start.
This is not
a traditional Final Fantasy game.
I know, I'm aware, but it's
like
just,
aesthetically,
I
speaking,
wanted to like a step into the franchise, because it's like I have no idea like what this entails at all.
So Nate, you're talking to someone who's been a Final Fantasy fan since he was like 10. 10? Was it 10? Yeah, it might have been 10.
How many years ago was that? Like 18?
16. So
16 years ago.
I've been a fan since I was a kid. 10 was my first game, and I will tell you this much: one of the things that really makes Final Fantasy work, at least for me, is a sense of familiarity. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like I guess it's like there's a sense of familiarity with a new idea or concept. It's why I like 10. It's why I really like. Don't get me wrong, I love 7, I love 8, I love 6. 4, 4 is good, but I also feel like 4's rushed a little sometimes.
I haven't played 4 in so long that I don't remember what happened.
But like, anyways, the point is that like I love Final Fantasy. It's one of my favorite. Like, not like to an obsessive fan amount, but like not where I could be like, yeah, I love Final Fantasy, and then someone will just be like, oh yeah, well, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh fucking, I don't fucking know. Like, I do love Final Fantasy, but like it's this thing where like the thing that I think is the most fun for me about Final Fantasy, at least 14, is like being like, yeah, you know, like it's a good story and awesome aesthetics and awesome like designs, and they take the concepts of like
sorry, I think like I did mention, it's like as I was running around, I'm like, the music's real good.
Yeah, like
because most of the time, like, especially like when we try to get into WoW for a bit, and like we're doing very similar things that we're doing in Final Fantasy to begin with, but it's like I feel like everything's a lot closer in Final Fantasy, weirdly. Like in WoW, everything's like really far apart. And because you don't get a mount until like you reach a certain level, so you have to walk everywhere you go. And it takes so much time.
I mean, Nate, keep in mind we're kind of trapped in our starting towns.
Yeah, that's very true, but like
I cannot. Okay, so I understand what like the basically. I know, but I kind of understand like the basic layout of like Mitch's, and I definitely understand the layout of mine. Mine is just a fucking eternal forest of alleyways. Fucking, I don't know what yours is like.
It's
Limsa. It's
same
Limsa.
as Mitch's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as Mitch's.
It's the same one? Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't like Disciple War and like Magic, like either or they go there. So because I want to become a rogue. Which I'm slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Well, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is crafting you guys your equipment. Like I've already started to give out some things and like make food and shit. Like it's
Mitch is the team dad.
I will be team dad. That's
team dad.
I will be the Shiro of this group of characters.
Of this company.
Yeah, but that being aside, I figured like a good way to do it would be like, all right, so we'll talk about it a little bit here and there. And today is the first episode talking about it, and then like if anything develops, we'll talk about it later. Because I did kind of want to talk about something else.
No, it's just like next week. Hey, we're not playing Final Fantasy anymore. Everyone dropped it.
Yeah, dude, I'm so worried that's gonna happen because like I've tried like so many times.
I feel like it might be only me. I doubt I'll drop it. It's just like I just won't have time to fucking play it. So you guys are gonna be waiting for me all the time to be the correct level for shit.
Oh, dude, you're fine.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. If I can, you forget, Nate. I suck dick at video games. So, if anything, I'm sure I'll be catching up to you. So don't worry about it.
What level are you at right now?
Same one as you.
There you go.
Oh my god.
There was a reason I tried to bust this out earlier in the week.
Yeah, I know. If I can...
What is time? It is an illusion. If only it was just an illusion, because then I would actually have time.
All right, so like I said, like as much as I here's the deal. We're talking about it now. We're gonna talk. We're like after the show ends, I'll probably go right back in and probably start crafting shit. But like I did kind of want to talk about.
Logged out. I'm just chilling in a sanctuary right now.
I did want to talk about something else this week though. Which is unfortunate because Nate has no idea what we're going to be talking about. So,
cool.
Yeah, I know.
Let's proceed with the conversation because I never know what's happening anyway.
Fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Fuck you. Anyways.
I meant just I was going with the joke that
no, fuck you. No, this is like keep doubling down. No. So, Nate, me, Amanda, and Tabby have been watching a show called Frontier on Netflix. And, and I wanted to kind of
You need to watch it.
All right, so that's that's the thing.
With all this time see, that's what I can do whilst I play Final Fantasy. I can have Frontier playing in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's I used to do that. Yeah.
I just fucking like listen to like podcasts or like other shit while I'm fucking playing Final Fantasy. So you're good. You can just catch up. It'll be great.
Like
multitasking.
Oh,
yeah. That's the only way I'm able to do everything.
Oh fuck though, Nate, you should have been there because at one point, like, I'm talking to Mitch, and fucking he's like, "Oh hey, I need to give you like this stuff." So we trade items, and then I run off to go do a fucking quest, and we're on the fucking phone talking, and all of a sudden he hears the fucking sound of someone trying to recruit me into their guild, and he's like, "Don't you do it! Don't you? They're hussies. Don't you do it!"
Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Don't do it!
I know, don't you believe them? They're hussies. They won't treat you right. Neither will I, but that's not the point.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
I don't treat you right either, but that's not the point. Don't go there.
Oh my god. Real quick, I wanted to address something in the chat real quick. Insane Oddball said Voltron Season 8 sucked. And I wanted to just say real quick, I haven't watched it yet. Because I'm afraid. And
I never got into Voltron.
That's
Trust
great.
me, I tried.
Hey, Nate, you want to make your own podcast called Nate's Minute? And you fucking talk about all the shit you haven't watched?
Bitch! The amount of times that you complain that we don't fucking talk and it's just you fucking mansplaining everything.
Oh,
Fuck
you know what? You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, because you had to interrupt me to fucking explain that you haven't seen the show. Fucking fuck you.
Fuck you. Mitch's Minute, where Nate and Mitch just fucking swear at each other
just
for
say
a
fuck
fucking
you
hour.
for like 40 minutes.
And Amanda just sits there nodding her head and going, yeah, alright.
No, I just wanted to say real quick, I haven't watched it yet, just because I feel like I'm gonna give it some time to sit and then I'm gonna watch it. Like it's one of those things where it's like I just feel like I did the same thing with season 7 actually. I waited like a month before I watched it. I think I'm just gonna do the same thing again. That being said though, I did want to talk about Frontier a little bit. So for those of you who don't know about the show,
yes, please continue.
Yeah, let's talk as if we're trying to sell this to Nate. So Nate,
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa. So here's the deal. He's apparently the executive producer of the show. And for those of you who did not watch the Mitch's Minute on
oh fuck.
For those of you who did not watch the Mitch's Minute on Aquaman, you missed out on the fact that like we've like verbally sucked Jason Momoa's dick for like 40 minutes. We thought like, you know, and so it's this thing where it's like, oh yeah, like Tabby had mentioned like he has the show on Netflix, and we decided to go check it out. Like I just put it on randomly one night, and it is.
And now you're like, ah, shit.
It's actually pretty solid. If you're into like, here's the thing: if you're into like historical fiction, it's pretty solid because the character that he's playing is a character named Declan Harp, who isn't a real person. He's based on a couple people, but he's not like a real person.
Like there's no real life connection kind of deal.
Yeah,
which is probably for the best because the show does in fact connect itself to a real life company that still exists.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
And they're portrayed as the world's biggest assholes.
Cool.
So like the whole show kind of like, to give you like a real bare bones idea of the show, there's a character named Michael who's kind of like a thief. He gets caught up in a situation where Lord Benton, this guy who is the kind of runs the HBC, like he's a big dick lord, is just like, hey, I need you to fucking find a guy named Declan Hart, played by Jason Momoa. And if you are able to find him and spy for me, then I will free the woman that you got caught with, like fucking stealing shit. And so the show revolves around Michael, who is the main character, which is a weird way to do it because I feel like Declan Harp is way more interesting. Michael is the main character.
Yeah.
And you follow his perspective for most of the show, while Michael kind of like is playing both sides at one point. Like, you know, does he side with Declan Harp, who seems to have his own cause and seems to be doing his own thing, or do you side with Benton, who is a giant raging asshole?
Who is a giant raging asshole, and the only reason that you want to still side with him is because he has your fucking girlfriend, like, and can do whatever with her. Literally whatever, because this was fucking hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And fucking Britain at the time was like a fucking like a huge fucking world power.
So like add a bunch of side stories and a bunch of side characters who you surprisingly get attached to. That's something I always kind of criticize shows like this. It's like sometimes they make side characters that aren't that interesting, but like I gotta give it, the Brown brothers really, like, I'm really invested in them.
Is that literally what they're called?
Yeah, the Brown brothers. Because that's their last name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't. Mitch, you make a lot of jokes like that. Leave me alone.
No.
I had every right to assume.
There are these three brothers who fucking also own their own fur like trading company, and recently like they lost all of their money because fucking way back when you would, especially as a trader, if your ship sank while on voyage, you're out of all of your money, essentially, because that's all of your goods. Fucking, and the only reason that they're going over fucking in the ship in the first place is so that you can sell them to make money. So now you're just fucking shit out of luck because you don't have any more money to get the things you need to go make more money.
Right.
You know? And their ship sank, literally. And so the brothers like kind of try to like convince this dude who also owns his own fur trading company, who's also the world's biggest asshole, to fucking like help them out while they're fucking trying to make deals with like some local Native Americans. And we all quickly find out how terrible of an idea that is.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If someone had told me the plot, which is like if someone had explained to me that it's a historical fiction show about fucking fur trade, I wouldn't be interested in it. But to be honest with you, after watching like the first season of it, it is very solid. Like I found myself like genuinely interested in what's going to happen to the characters.
Because I genuinely want the brothers to be okay. I genuinely want fucking Declan Hart to be okay. Everybody else can eat a dick, but like those guys, I really like.
Oh no! Chesterfield might be the MVP of season 1.
Yeah, okay. More context. Chesterfield works for fucking Lord Benton. You know, the huge asshole we mentioned before. That's owned by the huge fucking company. He fucking has a what was he? He was like a captain.
Yeah.
Captain Chesterfield, and Captain Chesterfield has a affinity for choking out women whenever they don't answer fast enough.
You're not going to answer fast enough? Well, don't answer at all.
Yeah, no, it's very real. Yeah,
basically. It's very real. First fucking episode, he's talking to this, like, barmaid fucking named Mary. And he's like, oh, like, tell me about this, tell me about that. And she hesitates for a second, and he immediately wraps his hands around her throat. Immediately. It's just like, well, you're gonna fucking tell me now.
It was an instant transmission attack, like Goku. Fucking, dude. It was like weirdly quick.
How to show that someone's a bad guy immediately.
He immediately is just like, well, you see that lady over there? I'm gonna choke her. I'm gonna choke that one too. That one over there, I'm gonna choke her like 7 times.
Does he got mommy issues? Like, what the fuck?
They never go into it. It might just be a power thing.
Also, for what it's worth, like it's okay. So like, there's the worst part about Chesterfield is the fact that there's some episodes where it's just like, oh, you seem to be getting better, and then like it's like a roller coaster. It's like, oh, you seem to be getting better, and immediately he just fucking fucks it all up again.
Every single time he starts getting better, and then he sees a woman, it's like, I have to choke her.
I gotta. I'm not even kidding, Nate. That's literally how it went. Because at some points he's just like talking to like some of these like this one woman who he's like interested in romantically, and he's just like, oh, you love this guy, don't you? You know, he's bad news, blah blah blah. And fucking he sees that guy, and fucking the guy's being tortured, and he goes out of his way to like help him drink water, even though he's after this lady romantically. And then you're like, oh, he's growing a heart. He's becoming a real boy. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, can you let me do this? And one woman's like, yeah, no. And he's immediately like, well, I'm gonna choke you out now. I gotta choke you. Immediately he went like a whole 2 episodes without choking a woman out, and then is immediately like, how dare you tell me no.
It's like, I need to choke a woman now.
I know, how dare you tell me no to my unreasonable request. And it's like
Is he still alive by the end of season 1, or
no spoilers.
Ah.
Yeah, we can't let you know.
So that's the thing, though, Nate.
I need to know if this fucking...
Well, now you gotta watch the show. Like, that's how... Yeah, I know.
This one character that's the biggest dick.
Yeah, for this... Oh, dude.
No, my favorite part is he has such a...
You start to watch him, you will instantly be like, oh... Because when they first show him, it's like, oh, he's a straight fucking edge military man. No, he beats women. No, okay, that's the route we're going with. Okay, oh look, he's getting better. Oh no, right back to beating women. Okay.
It's like an emotional roller coaster of liking this character.
It is an emotional roller coaster, because then another captain comes in and he's like, I'm the actual straight edge fucking good Christian fucking captain. And you can see just this huge polarization between the two, because one's like, oh, I'm from like the Queen's Army, and he's like, well, fuck off, so am I. God, it's such a fucking polar opposite. It's so ridiculous.
Also, Nate, for what it's worth, like, Captain Chesterfield has like the thickest accent in the world, and it's the funniest thing to listen to him talk.
Thickest.
I'm so ready to watch this now.
People are saying don't kink shame Chesterfield.
No, that's just it. You know, it's like so. Anyways, the point is that I would love for you to watch at the very least the first season, and then for us to come back and talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Like no time limit or anything.
Next week, probably. Fuck it, I don't have anything planned for today. I got my shit done.
Oh my God. Well, okay. I just wanted to kind of just make sure that we at least talked about Frontier, because I wanted to get that out. Another thing I want to get out right before we end the video today is I did want to say real quick that in a previous video I did say that we're going to play Kingdom Hearts 3 this week. We're actually playing Kingdom Hearts 3 next week. I forgot how many days were in the month of January, and the Patreon funds won't come until like the next week. So I wanted to apologize for that. I know that that's going to throw us a little bit off with how every other fucking streamer in the world is going to be playing it this week. But hey, you know, it wouldn't be the Velvet Room if we weren't like a week off. So
hey, don't worry, we're going to be on time for the second part of Life is Strange 2.
That's right. Well, technically, it came out last Thursday, which was the day that me and Sora did Rebel Room. So we didn't have a chance to do it. But yeah. Anyways, guys, we're gonna start wrapping things up this week. Just wanted to kind of talk about what was going on next week. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Okay. Also, wanted to say real quick. This year we're not. I really wanted to do an anniversary event, because this is year 4. This is the 4th year of the Velvet Room, and I wanted to do something, but we just didn't have everyone in today. We had people that were out of town. We had people who were sick. We had, it fell apart real quick. But I just wanted to say real quick, guys, I know it's been an up and down kind of vibe this last year. we gained a lot of people, we lost some people, it seems to be going that way the last couple of years, but I do have some good news, and you know, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, you might be seeing some familiar faces again sometime soon, and I'm really excited about that if that happens.
Same.
So,
Yeah.
and also me and Nate are gonna keep playing Nekojishi, and this upcoming year, like I feel like this upcoming year, like this is gonna be a real interesting time for the development, but I also think this is gonna be a really good time. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for all your support, all your love. I will see if I can try to get something a little more. I want to actually do something for like my 1 year, but I just don't know what yet, and maybe it's gonna be delayed or something like that, like a delayed birthday party. But you know, we're gonna be having fun, and that's the thing. You know, thank you guys so much for all your support, all your love. You know, I do appreciate all of you, even those who watch my shitty podcast show. So
yeah, thank you guys for
You're the best people of all.
Yeah, if anything,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us, and thank you for watching.
Yeah. So, you guys, we'll
Turn Mitch into a furry.
God, he will. Oh yeah, when Nate makes the finalized thumbnails, that's how you know. But anyways, guys, you all take it easy. We'll catch you guys next time on Mitch's Minute. The question I'm gonna leave. I know no one fills out the questions, which is a real sad thought now that I'm saying it out loud. But I guess the question I would have is, Life is Strange is coming out. We're gonna be playing it Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I want to know in a very short period of time, what do you guys think is gonna happen in episode 2 without spoiling yourselves, obviously. Because
don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely forgot that was a game that existed until like it came out. It's not
I kind of did too.
It's not like Life is Strange, like the original one, where like it's like, oh shit, like, you know, it was constantly in your consciousness because you were seeing it everywhere, it was popping everywhere. Like, this is an uphill battle already, so I'm really curious to see how it goes. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys next time on Mitch's Minute. Later, bitches.
Bye.
I you know, 4 years I've been doing videos, and I still don't know how to end videos. So, bye.